right, so another round of Ask Diaphone. As you guys know, you guys can go into my Discord, ask me questions about how to get better at fighting games or just general. And I been kind of lazy. I was supposed to stream yesterday. I forgot about this Saturday, so we got a backlog. And let's check out what this is about. So this is understanding fighting games as a beginner, and conclusions asked, how do you overcome plateaus? And if you're a beginner again, what do you think is vital, right? I answered with this. Then conclusions is like, is learning frame data important? So for a beginner, I think execution is number one by far, because if you're not executing things right, like if you are trying to do a fireball and you can't execute a fireball, you're basically playing a completely different game, right? If you can't, I don't know, do a basic combo. If you want to do basic combo, your opponent like does a super unsafe move, right? And you don't know how to punish that move. It doesn't matter what frame data is, or it doesn't matter what a lot of the specifics interactions of the game. If you can't punish that super unsafe thing, like an invincible reversal, you're gonna have a very, very hard time. So to me, it's like executing that and executing things that are really basic is number one priority. After that, I think people put too much thought into like, how do I get good really, really fast? So honestly, like, play the game and have fun. I really think that's what it comes down to. I don't think frame data matters. Like, okay, so there's a certain level of frame data that matters. Like, okay, when is it your turn and when is it not your turn? But after that, like, you don't need to know exact numbers. Like, for the games I play, I don't know the exact numbers for frame data for most moves, right? Only like key moves that are punishable by like a 6-frame move. Like, I need to know that's -6. But I actually made the mistake when I was beginning playing fighting games, that I would like memorize tables of frame data, and so I'd know like the most obscure frame data for like some moves, and it was basically fucking worthless. And I realized that because like I would know the frame data for moves, and then like the really strong people in my local scene, they'd be like, bro, how do you know that? And I'm like, all right, I'm just wasting my time. So I don't think frame data isn't that important. Just what is minus and plus. All right, next question. So this guy, Musach, asked, hey, it's a pleasure to join the server. How do I improve my Yuel? I am bad at everything. This is a really weird question. This is a question I get on stream a lot of time. And a lot of people are like, hey, Diaphone, give me some tips on how to get better. And it's like, well, what the fuck does that mean? Right? I'm bad at offense, reaction, bad stances and match. I mean, that's like really vague, right? So I usually ask people when they come in stream and they give these kind of questions, it's like, give me some specific thing to work with. Either ask a specific question, or I can take a really quick look at footage. So again, this is supposed to be not a VOD review. I do that for coaching and stuff, but we'll take a 1-minute look and see if we can diagnose something, right? Because being bad at everything, you're not, I mean, I guess he has decent defense, right? But Yuel has like some of the best defense in the game. That's like kind of cheating. Okay, obviously the first thing is like, why are you flipping? Bro, you literally flipped into 2 fireballs and you cornered yourself. You actually fucked yourself up. That was a good punish though. But like, I feel like a lot of times when people list their like really bad stuff and then they like make very obvious blunders, like, okay, you just mashed on plus, right? You literally did a non-invincible DP. That DP does like absolutely nothing. And then you're kind of getting messed up here. So to me, it's like you're just choosing the wrong things in neutral. One of the key tools in this game are dash L. You haven't done dash L once, right? You're not doing flip at the right time. You're getting hit out by flip. So this is really interesting study, because the things that are making you lose aren't the things that you did here, right? Like bad at offense, yeah, you could argue, but you didn't really get a chance to play offense because you just flipped into some fireballs and you couldn't really like get in. So to me, it's like the main logic here was like flipping and like dash L, right? And it's kind of hard to like divine over some of these other questions, because it's like bad at stance of Yuel. I mean, you didn't get the chance to use stance. Bad at offense, you're not using dash L. Reaction, I don't know what that means. So yeah, it's pretty vague, but vague questions get vague answers. All right, what else we got? What makes Honda bad at high level? We all know Honda is a noob stomper, and I'm the noob being stomped. Not like this. But I've heard that notion that Honda is bad for the game for low level players and he's not good at high level play. To me, the strength lies in the butt slam more than his headbutt, because at moments noticed he can fly into the air and come down at random timing, which makes it harder to PP and B+. So common options are anti-air, etc. Is it because other characters have easy ways to anti-air? It's Honda too one-dimensional. I don't think being one-dimensional is a bad thing, right? So you can be really like, I'm trying to think of someone that's really one-dimensional, that's really good in some games. Like, you could argue 6 is one-dimensional in Grand Blue. He's top tier, but he only really excels at having like top-notch offense and neutral skip, right? Like, he's not going to be able, you can't have a play lane version, you can't have a very patient 6. It's very like, there's only one play style to play the character, but the play style is very effective, right? And Honda could be one-dimensional and still be very strong. So for example, if they buffed all of Honda's damage by twice on headbutt and butt slam, he'd probably become top tier, because the risk reward for those moves would just become insanely high, right? And in fact, he'd probably become more one-dimensional. But so it's not one-dimensionality. It's actually, there's a few characters that have this like kind of thing where something that is really hard to deal with at low level, but it's really easy to deal with at high level, kind of falls into this, right? And headbutt is like the main thing, the main killer of noobs, and that's like a lot easier for higher level people to deal with because of perfect parry. Same thing with butt slam, but the butt slam, like, you can air to air, you can 2H, there's a lot of different options, and like, yeah, sure, you can't get the perfect parry timing every time, but the risk reward is so much in the defender's area, right? And you can also like air to air and stuff against Honda. So to me, it's about anything, someone that's a noob stomper but doesn't work at high level, it's because there's a really hard to do counter that top players can do, but you know, your average player can't do. Hope that makes sense. Street Fighter 6 help. Yeah, that's what I mean. Would you like a replay? I'll take a look for some of these. Hey, just what? It's tough because I'm not trying to turn this into a VOD review. Looks like this guy had everything covered, right? But we can take a quick look just to kind of see the vibes. Oh, you got your rank hidden? We're hiding ranks? I don't know about this, bro. Actually, doesn't look that low level here. Looks like they're doing the right things. Although, you gotta work on your recordings, bro. I assume he's the Belial. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say. So anyways, I think that answers everything. If you guys want to see more Ask Diaphone, let me know, because I'll take a look at your questions. I'm gonna try not to do too many VOD reviews, because it's like, it's kind of hard to make concise, generalized statements about VOD reviews, because things are very personalized for a VOD review, right? Like to be honest, like, this is kind of low because like they mashed on the first wake up, they didn't punish that move, right? They should be throwing fireballs in this matchup, because fireballs are really strong against Anilo. Belial is like one of the best fireballs in the game, right? But I'm trying to keep these more generalized. But anyways, if you guys got general questions, drop them down in the Ask Diaphone Discord link in the description, and take care, y'all. Peace.